So we are going to start this Transformer week in the Transformer world Monday today with some brand new control stock art, once again, of Transformers Rise of the Beast. This is going to be the name of the game for the next couple of weeks until we see more toys through many different sources. Stay tuned for that over the next 2 weeks, for sure. We're definitely going to have some Rise of the Beast announcements, both officially and unofficially, so stay tuned for that. But that being said, let's talk about some Rise of the Beast control art that we have today. These come courtesy of two Transformers Junior books. Now, we have a lot of this kind of stuff. This stuff has existed for many years within the Transformer movie world. All kinds of books and different ways of retelling the stories from these. And what happens is these books are kind of micro spoilers. Obviously, they change the script a little bit than what the final product will be. They're much more simple, condensed versions of the events that happen in these movies. But when we get these things early, it gives us a little bit of a spoiler of what might happen in the movie, even in a bullet point kind of form. And it gives us an early look at art that we usually won't see unless it's used on packaging or posters or stuff like that. So we get a nice look at what potentially is going to be the box art or used for art on maybe Studio Series or Mainline for that of the Scourge character, the Terracon. So it's a nice looking piece of art. We get to see his claw, we get to see his weapon, we get to see that cowl that he has and that very Terracon looking head sculpt, and he's fighting Optimus Prime, and that's the cover of the Mission at the Museum. Also accompanied by the Transformers Rise of the Beast, The Search is On book. So we have these two books here. So we're going to just dive a little bit into spoilery stuff. We're just going to read the synopsises of these books, and I won't dive too much more into what is said there, but you could kind of figure out what's going on maybe from previous stuff that I've said in past videos. But the first book that we have here, The Search is On, that's the one with Optimus and Optimus Primal on the cover. Again, using that control art that you're going to see on everything from toys and posters and everything like that. We have here rival factions of the Transformer bots race against each other in this action-packed 8x8 storybook. The Transformer bots travel to Peru to find a powerful and ancient artifact. Can the Autobots find it before Scourge and keep the Decepticons from using it to take control of the Earth? Now, emphasis on Scourge being a Decepticon. Take from that what you will. And then the second one we have here, which is the Transformers Mission at the Museum book. This is the one that has Scourge on the cover fighting Optimus Prime. And then you have here with this one, the Autobots and their human friend Noah team up to save the day in this Level 2 ready-to-read book. A researcher at Ellis Island National Museum of Immigration is running tests on an ancient falcon statue when it crumbles and reveals an ancient artifact hidden inside. Noah and his Transformer bots go on a brave mission to keep the artifact safe, but Scourge and his SWEEPS have other ideas. Scourge and the SWEEPS. Interesting, eh? Gee, I wonder who their big boss is. I wonder who that falcon statue is tied to. Again, take from that what you will. I will always, sprinkle these breadcrumbs and you could figure that out. Again, this is just two little pieces of stuff that's happening. These books will be coming out in May, so there's going to be art in them and stuff, so they will predate the release of the movie, which, much like I remember Revenge of the Fallen all those years ago when those books came out, there was tons of spoilers in that, all kinds of stuff. And obviously the endings were a little different. They were much more funny. The Fallen was thrown into the sun, very funny stuff like that, that were obviously different. But a lot of times these books, they work off of early scripts of the movie, sometimes first or second drafts. And then obviously little things are changed here and there. And same thing with novelizations. But stay tuned for that. Pretty cool. Very interesting that we get to see this stuff early, since we're still so many months away from the movie debut in the summer of 2023. The only other thing we're just going to cover quickly is we finally got some stock images of the Alpha Authentics Starscream figure, the Transformers Authentics Alpha scale. Starscream, the Alpha scale, is the 7-inch simple transforming figure. So now we got to look at the robot mode and the alt mode officially instead of just the packaging. So there's that out there too if you're interested in picking up some I guess, low cost, easy for kids Transformer product. There's nice images of it, so you could pick up a Starscream for your little nephew, niece, son, daughter, or anything like that, so they could get into the drug that is the robots in disguise. But that's it all we're going to cover today. Very simple stuff, nothing too major. The rest of the week is going to be pretty crazy, so stay tuned for that, and it's going to be pretty hype. That's all I'm going to say. So stay tuned for that, and we'll talk more in the future on the Transformer Slag podcast.